you guys, it's Mary.
And
You guys have to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below y'all today because comment down below y'all because today we are going to be talking about something that one of our lovely subscribers emailed us to talk about. If you guys want to contribute, please check out our description box so you guys can email us like content or like topics to discuss, or even if it's a video you guys want us to watch, send it to our email so we can talk about it. You guys can also have, you know, a little shout out or a topic that you want us to talk about to cover. It will be put here.
Absolutely.
But she basically wanted to know, what did we mean when we keep on saying that for Kody that the marriage was basically over after the honeymoon with Mary.
Right.
Basically
that's what Kody himself said.
And becoming sister wives.
Well, he said
he said that on the tell-off for season 17.
And I'm going to tell you where he said that as well.
Yeah.
He also said that when him and her went to the first psychiatry visit,
right,
that day when he talked about how he felt deceived into marrying her. Remember, it was just him.
You deceived yourself.
It was him, Mary, and the psychiatrist.
Yeah. And
he said that he felt deceived. That was the first time we heard that. He felt deceived into marrying Mary.
Right.
And then he made that statement like the marriage was over after the honeymoon.
Yeah.
And even Mary said, before she even got Robin to come, she said their marriage was at the lowest of places.
Yeah.
You know, she said their marriage was they had reached an all-time low.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he has said this, and that was shocking to me because I remember that day. I don't know if Mary was even crying to this. But yeah, I mean, so he has said so.
Well, I mean,
he has said so after the honeymoon. It was over for him and Mary. I think though, when Kody says stuff like that, I tend not to believe him.
Yeah.
I don't think it was right after the honeymoon that he could not stand Mary. I don't think so.
You know what? Actually, what I'm telling you, when he stopped standing, I want to tell you, this is where Kody actually stopped caring about Mary. The first day he met her.
Start courting the 17-year-old right away?
No, the first day he met her. I think he used her for her connections. Kody did not actually want to marry. He did not actually like Mary. And she was not actually his cup of tea. He just wanted to be friends with her. He even said, I could tell that she was in love with me, all this stuff. But my mom told me now that I should slow down, just be friends with somebody.
Yeah.
Do I think he really took that advice because his mom told him? No. Because my thing is, Kody has been here and did all these relationships, and he never once listened to the advice of his mom. No. This man also proposed 3 times, got it wrong 3 times. Yeah. The first one, he actually tried to put it on her. Well, if you want to get married, well, I guess we could. I mean, he was like, if you want to get married, do you want to get married? You know what I'm saying? So he ruined the marriage proposal 3 times. Yeah. And then my thing is, I think he started getting annoyed because he was around her for so many years. And then she started putting pressure on him.
And her family.
And her family as well.
Over to go eat their food.
But also the daddy made it way too easy. He was so smitten with Kody. Yes. And he was like, oh my God, she just loves you. Yes. If I'm courting somebody and I'm bringing somebody, the last thing I want my mom to tell them is that I just love him. You don't want the man to think that you're all swooning, and you don't want the man to think that he has it in the bag. Right. You don't want to do that because then he's going to feel like he doesn't have to do much. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like he just didn't care about her from the beginning. And then also, I'm sure when he was alone with her, maybe there were things that he did not like. He even talked about her jealousy.
I don't think he was attracted to Mary, period.
No, he was talking about how, I found her attractive the day we got engaged, and I saw I had avoided looking at her curves for so long, and now I started to notice that she was curvy. This was not the honeymoon, but it was during their engagement party or whatever, I think. So that's what I think he means by it.
Felt so good about her that as soon as you married her, you went and started courting a 17-year-old.
Exactly.
And then after that, you courted an 18-year-old. Like, bruh.
He didn't actually care for Mary at all, because the thing is, he never gave her 3 years. Within those that time, he kept on dating women back to back to back, and he never gave them just like alone time where it's just them. Yeah. So it was really a mess. So I don't think he was actually ever into Mary, and I don't think he actually ever cared for her at all.
And then
it was
kept
over.
on pursuing Janelle, even when she had a boyfriend.
I know, talking, whispering to Mary. she just doesn't want herself. She doesn't want what's good for her
Yeah,
or
and
whatever.
he
What's
didn't
great
care.
to her.
He
Like,
didn't care how Mary felt about that because she
Yeah.
was his listening
lapdog.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. I mean, he still looked to her kind of as a friend and maybe kind of annoyed with her.
Yeah.
How did I get
In this situation, I didn't want to be with her.
Yeah.
But you used her. So, I mean, my thing is, you know what this religion is. Well, I guess he was a guppy. But you cannot sit down there, like, if
And that's how he's feeling.
Yeah.
They knew I was a guppy. They manipulated me to marry their daughters. And here I am, and now I'm stuck with 4 wives. Bruh. Nobody told you to go find Robin. Nobody told you to go find Christine. No one told you to pursue Janelle like crazy.
Wouldn't it be odd?
And you didn't have to propose
really
to Mary.
didn't. I mean, but wouldn't it be odd if I was hanging around a guy for 4 or 5 years and stuff? You'll be wondering what is going on.
Yeah.
Like,
because anytime he's around, that stops other guys from coming to court her.
Hello? Who are probably serious and are not going to waste my time.
Exactly.
So that is the issue.
And maybe it would be a monogamy. Because I really think that Mary was leaning towards a monogamy lifestyle.
I don't think she actually wanted polygamy at all.
I don't think so.
Because I think she said she was still figuring it out, but she realized that this beautiful blonde-haired, blue-eyed man
is coming to polygamy.
And, you know, if I have to share him with other wives just to have him, then I will.
That's what happens.
I don't even know what I don't know what that is. The illusion syndrome or battered woman syndrome.
That's
I don't
what
know
you
what
call
it is.
Desperate woman. She was just desperate.
I just thought that acronym.
Yeah.
Yeah, very desperate.
Very desperate.
Which she didn't have to be, you know.
She's not a bad-looking woman, and she didn't
She's not
back
ugly.
then. She's not at all. She's not.
That haircut though is not.
Well, those were the haircuts back in the day.
No, all the haircut that she has now in 2023.
Oh, she goes to Cody's barber or hairdresser.
That woman don't
so
like
they
Mary.
both kind of have the same kind of hair.
Dangerous.
I can see when they're cutting Mary's hair. She says, "Oh, when was Kody last here? Oh, how is his hair doing?" And we're like, "Don't you know? No, I haven't seen him in a year."
Yeah, very odd. But yeah, I think that was everything for. What was the topic again? Give me a second.
That was
it. It was over after the honeymoon. Yeah, that is what that was about. Yeah, I think it was over before it even began. I don't think he ever really wanted to be with Mary.
No, because
it was
all
just,
the time that he was taking, going to all these people's places.
Yeah.
What time were you giving to Mary?
None. And she said he kept on breaking her heart throughout the courtship. Because she thought that one day he was going to come to ask for her hand in marriage. Yeah. And instead he just sat outside with her mom all day and didn't even bring it up. So she said, you know, he broke my heart early on. I'm sorry, if somebody's breaking my heart during the courtship process, I'm not sticking it through with marriage.
Let this be a warning to you guys. It's only going to get worse. It does not get better.
Hello.
But sometimes I think women erroneously think that
gotta stick it through.
Once we get married, this man is treating me like crap right now.
Right.
But once we get married, everything's going to fall in place. It's so weird. Why you will think. We're just starting out.
This should be
I am
blissful.
catching hell. It's like that lady in Ready to Love, Morgan, and Tony.
Oh, God.
This man making you cry.
Embarrassing you.
Behaving like a jackass. I cannot curse. A jackass.
You said donkey's rear end.
You know what I'm saying? And you're boo-hoo crying. Yet you're still there. Because she honestly thinks, once she's 38 years old. So it's like, I'm going to put up with this man. He's an accountant. At least he can provide for me or whatever. He's certainly not going to be able to provide you a safe space.
Hello.
Just being around him, it's going to be hell.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are not even in a relationship right now.
Yeah.
You guys are just dating right now on the show.
Yeah.
And already you're boo-hoo crying and you think that when you get married, it's going to be what? A cake? No, it's going to be hell. But,
yeah.
You know, I mean, I've been there when I've had those moments in my mind. You know, you think, once we get married, he's going to see me for how I'm such a value to him.
Yeah.
What value I bring to his life. And everything's going to work out just right.
Yeah. It doesn't work like that.
And it's time we start teaching our daughters that.
Yeah.
If you're suffering now, I
It get
promise
worse.
you, the suffering will get worse. And
Yeah.
they need to understand that. Don't stay in something, hoping and thinking that it's going to get better after you have a ring.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all, that's Mary.
And Alma.
You might click the like,
Share.
subscribe,
And comment.
down below.
Good night.
Bye.